Hey folks, LJ again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 1996 slasher film, Scream. And yes, this film is considered primarily a slasher horror film, but it can also be considered part of many other genres such as crime, mystery, and thriller, even comedy. And so this film is just under 2 hours in length, 111 minutes to be exact, which is, in my opinion, a great length for a horror film. It also includes a pretty good cast of actors, including Drew Barrymore, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, Steve Ulrich, and David Arquette. And yes, in case you were wondering, Scream is the first film in my triple feature 3 DVD set, which includes the first 3 films in the Scream franchise. Sorry, I don't own the 4th film, which came out recently, but I have heard very good reviews of the 4th. I've even heard it's the one film in the Scream franchise which can compete the most closely with the original Scream. So anyway, Scream, first of 4 films. It is rated R, but definitely not as bloody and violent as some of your other horror films, such as Friday the 13th. This film starts off with very high-octane thrills, many suspenseful moments right off the bat. I mean, it starts off with a girl named Casey Becker who's receiving many calls from this anonymous caller, and he seems and sounds very innocent at first, but things quickly turn violent. And in addition to all the action that becomes quickly present, you also get the sense of comedic elements. I mean, the killer threatens Casey by saying, "Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you get it right, you live. If you get it wrong, you die." And he starts asking her, like, horror movie trivia. You get references to Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Silence of the Lambs. Many references, which I just adore. A word about the director of this film, Wes Craven. Okay, he did an amazing job directing this film. Great job, man. And the one thing which I love is that he took these comedy aspects and horror aspects and combined them so well that neither side felt overwhelming. They balanced out and just felt so natural. You're eventually introduced to the main character of the film by the name of Sidney Prescott, whose mom was killed about a year before. And Sidney apparently identified the killer as this guy named Cotton Weary, though Cotton Weary actually proclaims that he is innocent. Kind of a Shawshank Redemption vibe there going on. And so this mysterious Ghostface Killer sets his sights on Sidney, and that is when the antics ensue. There are some very, very good kills, and if you've seen the film, you know what I mean by garage door and TV. And that's all I'm going to say without spoiling it. Let me just say the ending is very surprising, has many twists, and if you haven't seen the film, there's no way you can guess what's going to happen. It's revealed who the killer is by the film's end, and I was very surprised. It really helps set the tone for the sequel, and let me just finish by saying Scream is a very unique film in its own right. It's funny without being too much like a parody. It deserves its own genre. So I would have to give Scream a 5 out of 5. It just really opened my eyes, and I know this sounds like I'm overpraising this film, but I just really, really enjoyed it. It probably goes down as one of my favorite horror films from all time. If you haven't seen this film yet, I heartily recommend you check it out. Trust me, you will not be let down. Please stay tuned as I continue on and review Scream 2 next. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see ya.